a man, but I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to go with it. Make sure I'm live. Make sure I'm live. Oh my gosh, it says I'm not, but I don't know if it's true or not. Let's see. Uploading live. What's happening? Yes or no? Oh, I'm live. I was like, oh my God, I really don't want to be texting Glenn at 2:30 his time saying, hey, what you doing? You want to help me get on the internet and go live? Is that okay? Let me make sure this is working. Yes. Woo. You talk about a adrenaline rush for middle-aged personal development people. Is not knowing if you're live or not at 5:30 in the morning on the internet. What's going on, y'all? Hi. Happy Wednesday. Oh no, it is Wednesday. Oh no, I had the wrong quote. I was over on December 4th, but it's not December 4th. Wednesday, December the 3rd. It's never too late to be what you might have been. Ooh, that goes even better than what I thought for today. Thank goodness. Who was that? Who said that? Was that you, Mary Lynn, who said that? No, it was. It was Tara Campbell. Is Tara Campbell in the room? Y'all know Tara Campbell? Can you tag her? Okay. Got Trisha in here. I need Campbell though. I need Campbell. It's never too late to be who you might have been. And I am thrilled, y'all. Thrilled that I have something for you. I have the beep beep this morning. I have the beep beep.
Good morning and welcome to Rise and Grind Live. Unlock your full potential with the power of daily motivation, education, inspiration with your host, Glenn Lundy, a husband to one, father to 8, global motivational speaker, and the author of The Morning 5.
I'm Heather Parody, former therapist turned online entrepreneur and wannabe comedian.
Celebrity interviews, transformational information, and a massive community around the #1 morning show in the world. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind.
That's the old one. That's the old one. That's funny. He sent me that one. Good morning, folks. What's going on? Heather Parody here. I am not Glenn Lundy. I'm not the co-host of this show. I'm filling in for Glenn Lundy, and so honored to do that. Did that yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And Ramon was Monday, me Tuesday, me Wednesday, and then we got a surprise tomorrow. And then another surprise on Friday. So y'all need to buckle in because it's a great week. But we miss Glenn, right? This is a 5:30 a.m. morning show where we come together and start our days with intention, right? And on the right path. Because like Jim Rohn says over here, if you do not create your life plan, somebody else will. And guess what they have planned for you? Guess what? Not much. Not much. Sorry to say it. I wanted to share before we get started. We have a really good show this morning. Really good. I'm really excited about it. This is probably my favorite topic in the world ever, period, full stop. And it has to do with being overlooked rooms and overlooked you. Overlooked rooms and overlooked you. Good morning, Dana. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Rodney. Good morning, Tosh. I thought I saw Ramon in here. Good morning to him. Alexandria, great to see you this morning. We're going to do the math again. We have 28 days until the end of this year. 28 days. Am I right on that? Yes, I'm right on that. 28 days at the end of the year, and there's a challenge going on called the Unrecognizable Challenge. And it started, I believe, at day 90, where Glenn challenged this community to give up something that you know ain't right for you, or add something in that you know you need to do. And over 90 days, see how that transforms your life. Now, we only have 28 days left, so it might be like, I don't think if I can do much damage in 28 days. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. A lot of damage. I drink some water. A lot of damage. So what you're gonna have to do is, Marilyn, if you would do it, I've dropped the link to text. I believe the text community is back up, and it's just a supportive community. You don't have to join it that way, but just dedicate in your mind, what are you going to give up? What are you going to add in for the next 28 days so we can start off 2026? I mean, my numbers are just off today. I had the wrong date. I'm tripping on what year it is. What's going on with me right now? I don't know. I don't know. If you don't know me, Heather Parody, I live in Augusta, Georgia. I have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful family. I work in marketing and do top of funnel strategy for the most amazing human beings in the world who have incredible gifts, and we get eyeballs on their work. I do a lot of media content creation. There you go, Mary Lynn. Thank you so much. And I wanted to introduce my family to you guys. I have a quick little video that I found. It's very short. I was trying to find something. They won't let you have photos here on the riverside. I don't know why. So I found a little family thing just so you guys can know who my people are. If it plays.
Like what they were doing, like let's just say like
that's Emerson right there. I don't know if my audio is still coming through, but that's Emerson. That's my baby. Well, I'll say she's a baby. She's about to turn 9. The other one over there on the right, that's Lucy. She's almost 13, which means I almost have a teenager, and I cannot believe it. I feel like I'm a teenager half the time, so this is just blowing my mind. And my amazing husband on the left is Brian, who is the most patient, kind, generous human being I've ever met in my life. And that's my family. That's my family. I've been a part of this community. I was trying to remember for about 5 years. In fact, I even went and found a clip of when I first met Glenn. Back in the day, see if y'all remember this. Back in the day, he was in another studio and he would invite guests on. I don't know if it was every day or I think it was every Friday. And we'll check this out. This is funny.
The fact that most successful people have a solid morning routine. So what does your morning routine normally look like if you're not popping on live with me at 5:30 in the morning?
Sure. Well, it looked like just like what this morning was right before this, except I would have added in a little bit of exercise, which I'll do right after this interview. I've been practicing. I love when people say practicing gratitude because it's not something that you just do. It's something that you develop and grow into. But I've been practicing the first thing when I wake up in the morning is immediately just start thanking God for something. Just first thing before it's hard for me. I don't like it. I do not emphasizing. I love that you put so much emphasis on a morning routine. Yeah. So that's that. That was 5 years ago. And I was a guest on the show. And I think it was like a week later, Glenn called me and he's like, "Hey, do you remember me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I remember you. You're the guy who does like a morning show really early." And I had to put on makeup. And he's like, "Do you want to co-host?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What's that mean?" He's like, "You do this every day." And I was like, "I don't know about that." Like that's crazy. And I don't know. I did it for a little. I talked to my husband about it and he's like, I remember how I said my husband's like patient and on board with stuff. I'm like, "What do you think about me getting up early every day and yelling?" And he's like, "Oh, if that makes you happy, Heather." So I did that for I think about a year, quit, and just been a part of the community for since then. We, come in every once in a while and co-host, but that's kind of how I got introduced into this community. If some of y'all are like, "Who is she?" And it's been a gift. I'll tell you what, the people in this room are legitimate and kind. And it's like I said yesterday, if you aren't a part of a community, this is a great one to be a part of. A, you're never going to leave. You're never going to leave. And B, the people aren't going to let you leave because they're going to love you through and through. Today, we're going to talk about being overlooked and some of the overlooked opportunities in our life. But we have some more people to say good morning to. We have some people to say good morning to because I know there's some people in the chat. I'm going to get some good music on. Y'all like Macklemore? I think he has some cussing in it, though. I think it'll be all right. I'm a big in Macklemore. My husband makes fun of me. He says that that's old people music. I don't know about that. Can y'all hear that? I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I messed up the words. Michaela, it's so good to see you. Sean, Mary Lynn, Tosh Queen, what's going on? Paul, Robin, good morning to you. Valerie, my name's Valerie. That's my first name. Good to see you. Soul in the house, Sean, good morning. Don Sankey. This ain't old people music. What is he talking about? This is a jam. Martin, good to see you this morning. I lived in Augusta, Georgia. Who lives in Augusta, Georgia? Glorious. Kevin. We got Kevin in the house. And all the replay viewers. I don't even know if y'all can hear this, but I'm having a good time. All the replay viewers, we're so grateful that you were here as well. Normally the music's way better than this because Glenn has it coming through the speakers. But your girl's just going to do what she's going to do. And I'll have my own party by myself with Macklemore, the old music man. Oh, we got to get to the bridge. Where is it? Forget it. It's fine. I'll just stop. I love Macklemore too. Thank you, Tosh Queen. I think he's freaking amazing. And his sobriety journey has been so cool if y'all haven't looked that up. Listen, being overlooked or overlooking something. Have y'all read Will Smith's book? Have you read Will Smith's book? Lovingly titled Will. I'm going to do that when we're out of book, and I'm just going to call it Heather. Good morning, Mike. Hello. Good morning. There's a story in there that I have never forgotten. I read it a few years ago, and it has stuck in my mind this whole time. I think about it often, and I ask myself a question from it. Here's the story. Will Smith, love him, hate him, mad at him, whatever. He has gone from one expectation of where his life was going to go and completely turned it around. Check this out.
I know your movies are very popular internationally, all around the world. Was that the same like in the 80s when your songs came out, like Parents Just Don't Understand and when those were they popular around the world?
Yeah, that was always the fun part for me, the global. And I remember I was in Australia with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Doing what?
Well, I didn't go to Australia with Arnie, I was there for a promotional thing, and he told me about being a movie star. He said, it's not just in America. You want to be famous, it's everywhere in the world. That was actually pretty good.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Oop, there it goes. You want to be famous everywhere in the world. In Will's book, he talked about how his goal was to be a globally recognized actor, right? So he had gotten obviously a lot of traction here in the States and was picking up fame, but this man is focused, right? That was his goal, is to be a globally known superstar. So in the book, he said that he studied Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was ahead of him in whatever fame meter he was using. And one thing that he noticed Tom Cruise would do is whenever there were press tours for his films, he would go international, even though he didn't have to. A lot of the other actors, when they had press tours, they couldn't wait for the press tours to be over. They would do the ones that they had to do, that was given to them. They would follow through on it. Then they would go rest because they're exhausted, right? Will Smith noticed Tom Cruise would go book his own press tours and make it happen where he would go to Europe. And he said in the book that all the other folks kind of poo-pooed on that idea. Sorry, I'm a mom. Poo-pooed on it. Because they're like, well, I'm tired. I don't want to go do that. We don't have to do that. It's not a part of the contract, whatever. But he credits going and doing that, going and shaking hands of people in other countries to his rise in fame. And I wanted to share this with you, and it has stuck out so much to me. And we're going to go somewhere interesting with this. So hang on with me for a second. You might be like, I don't care about being a global superstar. I don't care about being an actor. That's not the point. The point is, isn't it interesting First of all, that he was so clear on what he wanted. But second of all, he looked for the opportunities that were overlooked by others, that maybe were less glamorous, maybe weren't exciting or required. He looked for the opportunities that were being dismissed by other people. And him and Tom Cruise going and physically shaking hands and hugging people from other countries wasn't just like they loved those people. They knew what they were doing, right? They were trying to build a global fan base. So they had to go to where the global folks were. And that has stuck with me because I asked myself a lot, is where are the missed opportunities in my career and my life and my goals, those overlooked rooms that other people are bypassing, that other people are underestimating, and what's in that? Now hold that thought for a second because I want to go somewhere else real quick. Are you ready? Buckle in, put your britches on. We're going to maybe play some more Macklemore later, maybe. Can't wait for my daughters to watch this one. I'm going to humiliate them. They're always like, Mom, you're so embarrassing. God, you're so embarrassing. The overlooked rooms, the underestimated rooms. Now, maybe that doesn't resonate with you. Maybe you are in a position right now in your life at 5:47 in the morning on Wednesday, where you feel like you're the overlooked one, that people aren't seeing what you bring to the table, or maybe you're not getting the opportunities that you want. I love Tyler Perry. Y'all ready for some Tyler Perry in your life? I got some movie clips for y'all today. Y'all aren't ready for me. Watch this.
So I go to Atlanta and I get a call from Lionsgate and they say, well, we want to do the movie with you. I'm like, okay, great. Then I don't want any notes. I'm going to do it my way. It's going to be da-da-da-da. And he was like, okay.
And this is Feldheimer at Lionsgate?
No. This is Pasternak, Mike Pasternak.
Okay, Pasternak.
So I had a great conversation with Mike, man. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I was shocked that he said, okay.
Okay.
Put the movie. They looked at the movie. I shot it. They saw it. They were like, we don't know. I had a conversation with Felt my first time meeting him. And he's like, I said, how much do you want the movie to do? He said, well, if it does $20 million, then great. I said, okay, $20 million the first weekend. He laughed at me at the table. No, these kind of movies don't do those numbers. I went online, talked to because I built a fan base before Twitter, Instagram, all this other stuff. I had my online emailed them directly, told them what was going on. They went out there, man, and set that thing up well up over $20 million the first weekend. Yeah.
And after that, how were you dealt with in the building? Did they say, okay, well, we clearly see this gentleman knows what he's doing?
No.
Did you have some?
No, thought it was a fluke. And that's why I tell people, stop fighting to make people understand who you are.
Right.
Stop fighting. Say, I did this, and I stopped giving your damn resume. Shut your damn mouth for a minute. I tell you why. Because you can make the best deals when you're underestimated.
That's real.
Don't go in there telling them how great you are and all the things you do. Just like, well, how about we do this? Just say you got to deal with somebody that's a big industry thing, and they don't know what to do with you. They only want to pay you a little amount of money.
Got you.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll take that little amount of money. But let me ask you this: if I get this many people to show up, then you give me this more money, this more of an amount.
Will Smith went into rooms that other people ignored. Right? Tyler Perry benefited from people who ignored him. Will Smith made the effort to go into the rooms that were underestimated because he had a vision. And Tyler Perry gets excited when he is underestimated because he can make the best deals. If you don't know Tyler Perry's story, he was building a fan base through his plays. And when he was approached to make a movie, which what he was talking about there, they're like, oh, this ain't going to do that good. But they didn't know what he'd been building quietly on the side. And so you make your best deals when you're underestimated. And I'm sharing this with you today, my friend, because there, just like we said yesterday with Napoleon Hill, there's a seed of advantage, of equal opportunity in every misfortune. And it's learning how to train our spirits, our eyes, our hearts to notice and see that, even when we are the ones being underestimated. Check this out. Now, this may have some cussing in it. Sorry. I don't think it does, but forgive me if it
2
does.
days ago, and it never ends, my friends. 2 days ago, Apple announced its show, Planet of the Apps. It's one of Apple's original new shows. You can watch it through Apple Music. Please do, because I'm in it. And there's 4 judges. World superstar will.i.am, world superstar Jessica Alba, world superstar Gwyneth Paltrow, and me. Super cool for me and my family. Next step in my career, more top of the line attention. Then they'll Google my name. Then they'll go to watch my stuff. Then I'll have more stuff. Then I'll figure out what to do with that attention. But here's the best part I took away from the announcement. A lot of articles written about it. Cool, cool, cool. But one really stood out. Planet of the Apps is a new show by Apple with judges Gwyneth Paltrow, will.i.am, Jessica Alba, and others. Best day of my life. There is nothing that makes me happier than having a chip on my shoulder. Chips on my shoulder have been the bellwether of my career. First chip was not being able to speak English in America because I was an immigrant, and having 5 and 6-year-olds make fun of you for that. Great. Love it. Next is to be 4'11" your freshman year of high school. Perfect. Next is to get D's and F's in high school during the era where education was at its apex and entrepreneurship was at its...
Oh no, it went away. There was more in there. I don't know what happened. He goes on to say that be thrilled when people underestimate you. Be thrilled. It's a gift. It's a gift because then you can work quietly. You can see and build things that people aren't aware of, right? And it gives you fuel. So the rooms no one wants, early mornings, right? Small audiences, unimportant meetings, spending time commenting on each and every post. I think that's a really interesting thing. I work with a lot of content creators, folks who are trying to build a brand in the online space, and everyone gets real sad and upset because they don't have hundreds of comments, but they don't appreciate and love and get excited about the 3 that's on their post. You know, Rodney mentioned biblical here. He is faithful with a little, can be trusted with a lot. And it's easy to overlook and underestimate these small little things in our lives, right? Like they don't add up to something because they're not sexy, they're not glamorous. The folks who we admire don't seem like they're doing it, but that was the groundwork to build something incredible and something great. And again, on the flip side, when we are being underestimated, what a gift that is. What a gift, because we can work in quiet, right? Work in quiet. I have a couple of questions for you. I got notes on my phone and I'm trying to look at them so I stay on track because your girl's a little ADD. ADD. Anybody else ADD? So 2 questions for you. 2 questions for you. Where in your life right now is there an opportunity that you might be overlooking? Where in your life right now is there an opportunity that you may be overlooking? And the cool thing about this, and I'm going to get spiritual and weird and woo on you, and I'm not going to apologize because everything is spiritual, y'all. The thing we think is the thing is not the thing. There's always something underneath there. Always. The opportunity in your life you might be overlooking, if we get really still and quiet and just ask, you will hear something. Even if you're not spiritual, I promise. When we get still and we get quiet and we ask, you will hear something inside of you. And everybody calls it something different, but it's there and it talks. So where in my life is there an opportunity that I might be overlooking? And the cool thing, the wild thing, the funny thing, the annoying thing is it's probably going to be something that you immediately dismiss. What's up, Amy? Good morning. What's up? Immediately, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Number 2, here's the question. How can being underestimated actually work in my favor this week? I always like adding this week to stuff because when we have like these big questions, like these existential questions, it's we're like, oh, I'll think about that later. But when you put it practically like today or this week, it changes it a little bit. So how can being underestimated actually work in my favor this week? What you think? What you think? What you think? I don't know about y'all. This I love this topic so much. I think I know God's heart is for the lost and the broken and the overlooked and the unseen. And there's something so powerful and strong and mighty in that, right? It's the hero's journey. It's what we all fall in love with movies and story and what the what is the word I'm looking for? The goal I'm going to think of it wrong when I land, but it's the mandate. It's the mandate of us all is to tap back into that and work from that place. There's such strength. There's such strength in being underestimated and being the underdog. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Tanya, John, Amy, thank you guys so much for being here with me this morning. Thank you, Ramon, for an incredible show on Monday. And thank you to this other person coming in. Are y'all ready? It might be you. It might be you. Who knows? Who knows? You might be getting a call later. You want to get up at 5:30 and go live? Do you? I'm just playing. It's been a joy being with you. Can't wait to see what you create over the next 28 days. Go, 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 go. Love you guys so much. Have a great day. Bye.